My first time going live on YouTube. I'm gonna try to share the link now on um, Patreon. Yeah, so I think that worked, but um, not actually sure if it works. But yeah, I want to log in the thought. So more on the serious side. Um, Fblog isn't for. Sorry, this is just a log. I've been doing logs for quite some time now, and mm, I want to keep them very intimate and ano, um, what's this? Very intimate and exclusive because wala, I'm really just a fan of um, that thing. So all in all, I think June, nagkamali ako. Parang I shouldn't have rested. I realized I've been working hard on Someday Dream, focusing on Someday Dream. So parang binigla ko yung sarili ko this year in working on Someday Dream. So nabigla ako medyo. And I really needed that rest nung June. The thing is I launched Patreon, right? I launched Patreon nung what's this? Um, May 7 and then July. I sorry, June. I had to take a break. So it was really weird because I wasn't able to sustain interest for it. But either way, I mean, going back to the whole Patreon thing, why I'm doing it is really I love Someday Dream as much as anyone, and I think showing that kind of support for it really means a lot. So it creates that special connection between me and the fans. That's what really this is for. Logging in the realest thoughts, logging in what I really want, and alam mo yun, changing the tones on every platform. Patreon is my current favorite platform because it allows for paid posts, diba? It just feels better na parang even though I'm only expressing myself as a creator, I'm also helping out my own project. So parang it's very, the word isn't profitable, it's very productive. So I'm also allowed this exclusivity and it's nice because alam mo yun, parang it's really for people who want that whole uh, parang more experience, parang more. So yun, things have been running in my head is I might not actually put out, but I might not focus on so much on making Someday Dream part of this whole music movement thing this year. I want to focus on myself as an artist. I want to focus on my visual art. I want to focus on my friends, my new friends. I want to focus on my new, alam mo yun, revitalized Future Studios back online. So that's and it's the first time actually in its 5 year history that I'm gonna be using it alone because ever since I started Future Studio, I've always been about other people. So parang ngayon it's nice that like um wala lang, it's nice that like I'm gonna be able to use it on my own and really parang solo the energy and not so much get stronger energies here and there. Mm, those are my thoughts nung June. I haven't been able to log a lot pero I think I've been able to condense them enough na parang sa inisip ko parang yeah, I needed the break nung June. Although successful naman yung systematizing ko of what's this? Patreon. I'm really happy by the way. Super excited to make the custom videos. Super excited to like parang I'm excited to how the patrons, you guys will react to the new Someday Dream, because you're automatically the best control group for to test the whole change, the whole new look, the whole new style and everything. Um, Alam nyo naman yun. Um, so June was great for Someday Dream and me. And parang it was more of me like taking care of myself. Work wise, parang it's me telling, oh shit, wag ka muna masyado magtrabaho, because you have to let other people know that you're working so hard, and it's also their job to sort of sabayan ka with your work, because if you're alone, you're actually faster. You're not, alam mo yun, wala kang kabangga. So like, you're actually faster on things and people can't keep up. So you have to, parang nangyari is like, ayun, I had to take a break, and then so that people could process what I've been doing for a while. And then now that they've been able to process, medyo tumatakbo na. Nagkakaroon na ng parang, ano, um, I don't know, nagkakaroon na lang ng parang, um, palugit. And then, I actually become part of things. That's, if that makes sense. So June started with that. And then, mm, ayun, I'm still sort of struggling handling studio management. Parang, syempre, ako lang, I run everything alone. I actually, alam mo yun, power them up, pay for them. And, I mean, I love this job, definitely. But, I'd appreciate if, like, yun, para if I could have more apprentices, or like, people who are interested in studio stuff aren't too shy about mas parang taking instruction from me, kind of thing. And I have to be honest, I've been parang I get to find new ano, I found new I found new younger friends of mine na were very interested, and they were just here ano couple of days ago. So it's good. It's great news. All sobrang great news. I'd love to be able to, like, if they're here after 9, I'd love to be able to introduce them to this format of just making music and talking about this kind of stuff, because I never get this deep anymore. Actually, it seems that I need a camera to get this deep about things. So I hope you enjoy that about me, and or this side of me at least. Uh, you probably know me now a bit, and I mean, I always give you that feeling that there's some side of me that I'm always not revealing, ganyan. This is that side. I mean, I can be like this with you, but this is the side of me that parang is the hardest to keep up with, in my experience. I have to try, but I have to be drunk. Alam mo yun, pero I have some rituals to be. So yun, overall, still very very grateful for Patreon. It's such a refreshing thing to happen for some daydream. So I'm gonna continue doing it and continue channeling the energy to it, para lang para lang as much as possible, all the some daydream fans know that I'm woke that way, I'm legit that way, and like I actually am aware of new types of parang um, artist moves, and new types of um, diba, from the internet. Like, I think I told you guys I got in trouble with my mom just because I tried to do Patreons. Parang, I mean, that's so unfair for me, right? Parang, just because I'm a techie and I'm updated with how the internet works, doesn't mean people should get parang agitated by my artistic moves just because we're in the Philippines. Just because we're in a poor free country, whatever. Alam mo yun, parang the internet is a free thing. The internet is a free thing, and I think, alam mo yun, I mean, I take repercussion for doing Patreon. There are pros and cons, but I chose it anyway. Mm, parang yun, I'm happy about it na parang, alam mo yun, but all the while, it puts that value on Someday Dream na I personally would like to only divulge the Someday Dream information to people who actually want to jump forth and support it and right, support it and parang I mean I give my time, hindi naman sa nagreklamo ako, 'di ba? Pero parang 'di ba? Ayoko kasi yung cancer na yun, like thinking of art I'm a fan of helping people think of art differently. Helping people think of artists differently, that we're not sort of poster guys. We're sort of really the minority. We're the minority in this. So, parang ganun. Um, I think it's, yun, what I'll do is I'll try to be very careful this time around in promoting Patreon. Because, alam mo yun, parang iniisip ko, people might think, alam mo yun, pag may bayad, doon na lang tayo sa walang bayad na version. And they know they're getting the suckier version, right? So, I mean, that's up to them. Pero, ang astig lang yung idea na I can be able to do more valuable, high quality stuff like this outside of the social sphere. Because Patreon isn't a social thing. It's like their whole thing is, if you're a creator, get paid. And I'm the creator of Someday Dream, and I want to get paid for creating Someday Dream because it's been here for a while, and like people are super aware of Someday Dream. And like, I mean, when I came home from Singapore after my break, the immigrant officer was like, Someday Dream? It's parang ako, yeah. Smile ako dun sa immigrant officer. Tapos, ayun, parang may nakapila pang iba. Tapos parang sabi niya, Someday Dream? Yun, so I guess, yun, that gives me, honestly, that gives me the thought na parang, oh shit, people know I went to Singapore. Especially because like someone from the airport, you know how like news spreads. And you know how like small details are very, very easy to take note of. Mga ganong shit. By the way, I enjoyed Singapore so much. Wala lang, as a break. Very impromptu, spontaneous thing that happened. And it's nice because parang world peace lang nung dating na andun yung presidents of powers from both extremes, America and North Korea. I didn't get to see them, but like being there gave me that vibe of like, oh yeah, we live in a wonderful world. Support pa rin yung America. Ayun. I want to end this vlog by sharing you about what happened last night in more detail, because yun, alam mo yun, as, while I'm excited about it, I want to talk to you. I want to be able to log this in and like maybe someday review it and like parang malay mo maging friends pa ako more with these new guys that I'm seeing. They're not new guys, but like alam mo yun, parang maybe some days from now I'd be like, oh yeah, look, I did this and I said this before, and then maybe we could go deeper into what was already said and what was already thought about. Parang ganun. So I met Unique because Kian Cipriano and I have been calling each other up parang since this year started. Shit, lobat na ako. I'm not sure if tatagal pa to. But yeah, bibilisan ko na lang. So yun, parang, you guys know that I like dalawang, you have most of the context anyway. You guys know that I like Dalawang Tao, right? By Rice Lucido. So I contacted Rice. And then nung sumagot sa akin, si Kian, nagulat naman ako because I was like, hey, I'm a headhunter, I have a label, I have a studio, I want to help you out. Ganyan, because honestly, and then yun, buti, blessing, super blessing in disguise that Kian was managing Rice Lucido. Sobrang within a month lang daw. And then actually, dun ko nabalitaan na Kian, I was so oblivious, but like, Kian pala nag-manage ng Four Spades and everyone else. And now he's putting up a new label. So parang yun, we've been in touch. So what happened actually was just last night, kagabi. last lunch. Tumawag lang siya and he was like, can we meet up tonight? Last night was their first label meetup. So parang their first small family group. And his wife was there. And I met them. And Unique was there. So I'm like, nakita ko yung article, diba? He got signed, and like he's back on trying to do the solo thing after all that sadness, which I'm for basically because I'm a fan of the industry. So parang alam mo yun, like nung nawala siya sa hype nung Four of Spades as the frontman. So parang as a frontman and a sort of ayun, fast forward, dude, I was talking to Unique about pop star stuff. And then nabasa ko agad siya. He's super quiet, super nice. I get why a lot of people like him. He's kind of like a silent, meron siyang silent killer vibe that I like because us, us parang older, aging, alam mo yun, musicians, we lose that, we lose that advantage. Pero siya, he still got that like super mysterious silent killer vibe. So I got to share one cigarette with him and I was like telling him about stuff. Maybe 20 minutes na eh, pero like I'll talk to you guys more about it tomorrow night maybe. Pero yeah, overall first impression ko of him super nice. I'd love, sabi ko sa kanya, sabi niya he writes a lot of Tagalog. Sabi ko naman I write a lot of English, so maybe we could trade some songs. So it's a possibility. And then he recognizes me. Sabi niya napanood niya na ako one time or something. Yun, and then kinompute namin yung age gap namin, which is 9 years. So sabi ko, yo, 9 years is a good age gap to become bros. You know me, I'm super friendly like that. And then sabi ko sa kanya, hindi mo pwede maging super bro si Kian because like he's your manager and he's like more than 10 years older than you. So he's gonna be your official mentor. Pero ako, I can't mentor him because even though he's now in my ground, they visited me last night eh, in Cubao Expo after, kumbaga technically sila yung second gym slot. Um, ayun, sabi ko, we can't be, I can't mentor you even though I wouldn't wanna. Alam mo yun. Ganito kasi I'm trying to mentor younger, like sina Carla Crespo, ganyan. And I'm 11 years older than her. So parang sakto-sakto yun to like mentor someone and not have this parang conflict. So 9 years yung gap namin ni Unique. So it's cool. It's cool that, alam mo yun, pasok pa ako sa, niya, bro side niya. But yeah, anyway, I'll talk to you more about it. Maybe I'll share more about it kasi alam mo, I'm still processing it. I'm still processing that very alam mo, from like a ex-pop star to the current it guy right now. He's not all too gay actually. He's super, parang I'm glad that parang hindi ako na ayun, I showed him around and then may point na parang pinagtitinginan na kami because man, you know what I mean. Pinagtitinginan na kami ng some people and I was like, sabi ko sa kanya, sanay ka na naman, diba? And then he said, yeah. Pero parang alam mo yun. And I guess I got his trust and he knows that parang I went through what he went through sort of. I asked him, sabi ko, oh no, ayun, alam man, when the time that I got to talk to him after dinner or after a dinner meeting, gets niya naman na parang he's so absorbent pa. And he has still a lot of things to learn to become relevant as a musician all throughout. So wala lang, sobrang kuya mode lang, alam mo yun. And it's funny. It's funny. I have some funny remarks. Kasi like, the night was short but like, ang dami namin napag-usapan. Or ang dami ko lang naaalala na pag-usapan that I can share with you guys. So I'm gonna be very happy to share more about it. And hopefully, when I do get to hang out with that group again, I might, kasi sabi ko, we might actually work together. So very exciting. So you guys are gonna be the first to know. You guys are gonna be the first to know all the details. Um, Basta, you know that. You know that's the purpose of Patreon. You're like insiders, inside pa. And just tune in on the here. So yeah, this is a new way of doing a blog. So I can do it anytime. Iba yung rules sa Patreon sa Fdog. So alam mo yun, just let's try to get used to it. If you have comments, let me know in the comments on Patreon, ganyan. If you wanna ask details specifically, ganyan. Di ko alam. Pero yeah, they went to Future Studio Kingfisher. Um, yeah, Unique was there, Kian was there. Rice Lucido was also there. I got to meet her. Whew. Um, ganda lang ng energy exchange. Very vanilla actually. Very vanilla. You know, like I think Kian and China are trying to have a baby project. So I'm kind of like they like me, so I'm kind of like the first to know about their plans, and that tells me I'm kind of like still there because I just saw them in the news, you know, parang and wow. For me to be able to ang ganda lang. Tomorrow I'll discuss parang yung sinabi ko kay Nick na parang alam mo yun, may measure eh. Ay parang I'm trying to make him aware about the measure na parang ikaw kasi sumikat ka this much at this period of time. I was able to do it at this period, these circumstances. So if you like those kinds of details, I'll share about it. And then maybe contrast it with how I think Kian's funny eh, because last night we were joking about like our specific hit songs. Ang galing. Yeah, and maybe yun, one of these days I could like vlog, F-vlog, go live with them. And they know naman I serve information to a specific paying crowd who deserve it really to like know not secrets eh, but like parang become part of like a small group of intimate small intimate group of people who know the information first just because um 'di ba? We have this sort of nice contract that we're supporting each other. It's symbiotic. So again, sobrang salamat for your support last month and last month. And I hope you encourage more Someday Dream ice creams to convert. And I see you guys here for your, if you're top tier, I'll see you guys here soon. If you're normal tier, just feel free to message me about upgrades, ganyan. And yeah, feedback, very important. Also, Red Summer is coming out. So, I mean, my life is great. My personal stuff and like the good stuff. And ayun, thank you for yun. Basta, let's do this. Let's make Someday Dream better. Let's help create a better community for Someday Dream. Kanyan. It's the only thing that I haven't though. I'm doing it. And I guess ang ganda, ang daming bonus content, daming bonus na nangalaman. Thank you very much. Lubat na ako. I'll see you guys tomorrow night. Okay? Bye.